think it's important to do all this shit. Learn about pickup artist shit, learn about manosphere, women, that type of shit, get red pilled, lift weights, blah, 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 libertarian, vitamins, eat raw milk, suck utter raw milk, you know, whatever, all that stuff. You got to do that. But that's all a hobby. That's not a life. That's not the purpose of your life. The purpose of your life is, are you fulfilling your potential? So the potential, I hate the word potential. I hate the word potential because it implies that unrealized, unactualized talent, unused brain power is valuable, and it is not. Unused brain power is not, goes in a dumpster, okay? If the rubber is not meeting the road, it is useless. So that is the thing. That is the thing, is actualizing yourself, realizing your potential via acquiring a skill, getting good at something, making money, doing something that does something, doing something real. Second one, slightly quite below that, is helping people, being a positive force in the world. But being good at something is above that. Because if you're just a live, laugh, love, I want to help everybody type person and you suck, you're just as bad as anyone else. What is the purpose? What do you want to be doing? In 10, 15, 20 years, where will you be where you can say that your soul is satisfied? Okay, and then to completely negate and counteract everything that I said, none of that matters if you're unlikable. If you are, if you can't swallow your pride to realize the importance of other people, then you're boned. That's over. Anyway, this whole thing started, I got hit up by this guy who does art and is enormously talented, and his art, he hit me up because he wanted to use my likeness, and he sent me his art, and he's in his early 20s, and he said, he asked for feedback, and his art was like Killer 5000 picture of school full of children and hate, kill the, we're gonna have a race war, the are gonna die, we're gonna kill the and will rise once more. And the style was really good, like technically, like very talented dude. I started thinking, like, the two types of people that hit me up are people like that, usually not good at what they're doing, and like libertarians. Like those are the two big ones always hitting me up. And people who are like sending me articles about the Fed collapsing and shit like that, and how the economy's gonna, whatever. And I started thinking, I think it's important to be aware of what's going on politically and be red-pilled. But I feel like there's an enormous contingency of people who think that that is the most important thing, is honing your political identity and making it known to everybody you possibly can, and basically being a political activist. Like, that's the most important thing in life, is to be a political activist. Instead of learning how to do some shit and making some money and building a life, knowing how to make the best bug out bag for when the shit hits the fan and the dollar goes to zero. Like, dude, fuck, man. Find a mentor. This is extremely important. This is one of the ones where I'm going to tell you it's important, to highlight the importance, so that you're not tempted to click away and start beating off the Find a mentor. This is what a college education should be. This is worth $250,000. This is worth 4 years of your life. This is absolutely everything that people say about college. A mentor is worth all that. Find somebody. Now, I don't know how you're gonna get in with them, but if you manage to, you better goddamn keep your mouth shut. You better goddamn not be fat. You better goddamn, if you're tall, fucking sit down, okay? This is where, to a mentor, yes, be charming, be charismatic, etc. Mostly be fucking furniture, be a fucking tool. You need to be that thing where when this guy is thinking to himself, this is bitch work, this is beneath me, this is stupid, this is something I should pay a stupid person to do on Elance or Upwork. You want to be the tool that he thinks of, okay? I have a toilet right here with a piece of shit that's stuck on so hard, I need to use a hammer to get it off. Who's my hammer? I'm already thinking of who my hammer is, okay? That's what you want to be. You want to be that hammer. I'm gonna tack on one quick thing to that. Be the hammer, but be the hammer for increasingly complex, sophisticated problems, okay? So at first, you're the guy who's organizing cables. You're the guy who's filing things away, doing whatever, parking the car, all that shit. As this relationship goes on, you prove, more and more that you're able to handle things that require additional brain cells. And that's how the transference of skills happens. That is how you, over the years, slowly leach the skills and knowledge from this person into yourself, by taking it, a step up every once in a while, but starting small, starting with bitch work. But you don't want it to be a thing where you're the bitch work guy getting paid hourly. That's important, and that depends on the guy. That depends on the mentor. You don't want to have some fucking asshole who's going to use you. Basically, you got to be smart about that. Now, it's important that your mentor figure, that you know that this mentor is the type of guy who understands that it's a reciprocal relationship, and eventually he's gonna view you more than a shit hammer. That's important. It's important that you find a mentor where you suspect that he's a good person who is going to reciprocate your loyalty with some sort of help in your advancement. Whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's being a tattoo artist or a fucking mechanic or whatever, find somebody who is elite, who is making money, who has their shit all figured out, and find a way, without being slimy, without obviously trying to ingratiate yourself to this person, without sucking their dick. This is a big problem. Even vain, egotistical motherfuckers don't want to hear how great they are all the time. It's like obviously a ploy. I would say realistically, I think if I had a huge ego, I think I would have cracked by now. I don't think I have a huge ego. When people tell me how great I am, or how, especially when they want something out of it, when they want to work with me or whatever, it's really uncomfortable. I'm not gonna say it makes me sick. It's very obvious what it is though. And it's not flattering, it's not cool, it's not fun to hear, it's not something that makes me like trust this person. I don't trust people when they do that. Don't show up at a tattoo parlor and be like, hey, you're like God to me. Your work is like amazing. It's like changed my life. I need it. I need to be here. Like that's unstable. Even if they mean it, because I know there's plenty of people who have said stuff like that to me and have meant it. And those people, when I've gotten entangled in some sort of work relationship with them where I've let them do some sort of audio thing or whatever, it always goes south. Like that type of like emotionally charged, I need this for validation. You're the grand master. I need you to like look at me and think that I'm your son. Like I need this. That type of thing is never good. You don't want to get it's instability, and people probably know that. Find a way to get in. Just be a face that's there. That's the guy that brought the donuts one time. That's the guy that offered to work here for free. That's the guy that asked to tag along. Just ask to tag along. You know, ask if you can come on a film shoot or whatever. Carry lights. I'll carry lights. Whatever. Just ask some shit like that. And we got on this thing because what I was saying, getting a skill and finding a purpose. If you can find somebody who's doing what you want to be doing, just make it so that you're gravitating towards that person and figure out a way to be useful towards them. Now, back to the mentor thing. If you find somebody who is elite, master level, has their shit together, is making money, is doing what you want to be doing and excelling at it, get in with that person. If you can get in with that person, latch on for dear life. Show up early to work. Leave late. Be focused. Don't get emotional. Don't get fucking backlash when there's criticism. If they tell you you're doing something wrong, don't fucking get all up in their face. Just do it better. But latch on for dear life. I just met up with actually today, a buddy of mine who is he's doing some very interesting computer type work, and his boss is an interesting computer guy who's making a lot of money. And he's very young. He's in his early 20s. Not the boss, the kid that I hung out with. And every time I see him, I just tell him, fucking latch on to that guy. Like, don't let him go anywhere. Show up early, leave late, do everything. Be the fucking tool that's needed. Like, do that shit. If you can find somebody like that, and if you can successfully, without being a weirdo, without being a sycophant, without being clingy, without needing validation, if you can slide in with a guy like that, that is worth fucking 10 college educations. That's worth a master's degree. That is worth more than any other thing. That's worth more than any other thing. In terms of advice, in terms of business, in terms of whatever, that's the most valuable thing. If you can get into a mutually beneficial relationship with someone who has their shit together and is doing what you want to be doing, making money, and it's mutually beneficial and it's not weird and it's not fucked up, that is gold. That is worth fucking $1 million. The most valuable thing that I can think of, if you sat me here to think with my tiny little brain for 1 million years, to think over and over, what is the most valuable thing that I know? It is that the master key, turbocharger, power move, ultimate attack, Final Fantasy VII limit break, rare materia limit break thing in life is to find somebody and latch yourself on like a lobster to their coattails. This is the tried and true, proven method. Nepotism is good. Nepotism works. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm gonna say it works. Getting some fucking old guy to show you shit and favorite you for your work ethic and your gumption. Show me a little gumption next time, okay? That is a master key. That is actually worth a college tuition. That is actually worth 4 years of your life. And the reason why I'm banging on this one, the reason why I'm banging your door down to tell you this, hello, okay? The reason why I'm banging your door down right now is because I spend a lot of time shitting on college, harping on how bad college is. Well, Sam, you're always so negative. You don't want anyone to go to college. You must just hate everything and hate everyone. Here's my good thing to say, is this shit. Do it. If you can. If not, I didn't have that. So, not the end of the world, okay? You could end up like me. If you have a family friend or anyone who knows how to do anything, how to fucking put a fucking car tire on. That is better. Not that, but mentor, extremely valuable. I'm saying this again. Oh, Sam, stop punishing me. And I'm not doing this because I like the sound of my own voice, okay? It is 4:49 a.m. I do not like the sound of my own voice. I think I sound like a little muffin man. I am telling you, if you are this lucky, you probably aren't. You probably live in a fucking apartment with your parents and they smoke weed. Your parents smoke weed. Imagine living a life that is that low, that you are listening to your parents arguing and smoking weed while you're trying to play whatever fucking Lolita game you downloaded on Steam today. Ooh. Let's see what they have on Steam. Real quick. I want to see what you guys are playing. I got to see what's hot. Lolita. Okay, they have Hentai Thigh. That's for me. Hentai Crush, Hentai Girl Fantasy, Hentai Mosaic Neku Waifus, Hentai Girl Karen, Hentai Girl Linda, Hentai Resort, Hentai Neighbors, Kill the Hentai. Why would you want to do that?